How are you?
We're good, thanks. And yourself?
I'm great. So thank you so much for joining us on the podcast.
It's a big pleasure.
Thank you so much. So who is Juan and Armand?
I would say Juan and Armand we are just two normal twin boys who like baking, we like decorating, and we really love business. And
we have a passion for it.
Yeah, we've got a passion, and we started our own business when we were 14 years old, and right now we are busy conquering the world with our bakery, and yeah.
And we successfully have 2 coffee shops as well that I manage and run. And between all the baking and all the decorating and running around between the 2 coffee shops, it's quite hectic, but it's fun.
Yeah.
That's great, man. Thank you so much. Yeah.
It's a big pleasure.
So tell me something. When did you start baking?
We started baking when we were 10 years old, but we had our first official customer when we were 14 years old. When we were baking, when we were younger, it was just for family and so on. But yeah, first customer was 14, the official customer.
A paying customer.
A paying customer, yeah.
All right. Guys, tell me, why is John all about decorating and Armand all about baking?
Well, I enjoy baking so much because it's not as messy as decorating, and just the whole science behind baking. We take just raw ingredients and put them together and just see the magic happen.
Yeah, and I like decorating because I feel that I can live out my creativity. I've got a blank canvas that I can just make my own, and it's almost like a signature of what I can do to just a cake.
That's nice. So, there's this one question I really want to get right. Why is it that you hate ready mix?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, personally for me, it just takes all the fun out of baking.
Yeah.
I mean, why are you just gonna bake something by just taking
Eating.
powder and just throwing eggs in? There's no fun in that,
Nah, and
measuring and anything.
Yeah, and I also feel that it's a very generic taste. You can just taste it all around that it's a pre-made or pre-mixed cake, and I would say also the preservatives that's in there, I don't think it's really meant for human digestion. It's just, I feel it's not, the preservatives, all they can't be good for your body.
Yeah.
So you want to focus more on healthy stuff. That's how you want to.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, proper.
Yeah, and more proper stuff, And I mean, baking from scratch, the cake tastes a lot better than box cake.
Yeah.
So why not have the good quality stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. So what really inspires you to keep working on Bakery Co. each and every day? Like when you wake up, what keeps you?
I would say what inspires us working with Bakery Co. each day is that it's really our passion, and that we want to fulfill our vision that we've got in mind. And because it's our passion and we do it every day, we don't feel like we work a day in our lives. We feel that we are just enjoying what we are doing, and it's just great.
And also, when you just put your jacket on with your logo, or your jersey, or
your brand,
anything, you know that this is what you are working for towards. You see that little logo in the mirror, and wow, today this is what I've achieved, so why can't we just take it further?
Yeah.
That's great, man. So tell me, have you ever imagined yourself to be businessmen as twins working together?
I would say
yes
and no.
Yeah, kind of. When I was very, very young, I wanted to own a hotel and a restaurant, and Armand wanted to own a bakery.
Since I was small.
Since he was small. So I feel that kind of merged together, and who knows, maybe one day there is a hotel and a restaurant, so we never know.
One day.
That's great, man. That's great. So it's always been in you to work independently.
Yes, yeah.
All right. And how do you find social media for business?
Very helpful, a lot. We reach a lot of customers, and I think it's very beneficial for a business because you can get your brand out there, you can get your products out there, you can tell people, hey, this is what I'm doing, this is what's out there, so come and support me, because a lot of people enjoy it. So
and we've got our posts reaching people in Pretoria that especially just order cake from us. They drive all the way, collect the cake, and go all the way back just because they saw the amazing things that we do and that they can't find it that side. So that's how social media has helped us a lot, reaching people beyond just Limpopo.
So, in terms of social media, on that topic, how would you advise young upcoming entrepreneurs to put out their content?
Don't be scared. That's all I can say. Don't be scared. Don't think that there's specific rules on how something should look like. Because remember, it's your business, so you can say where the rules and where the boundaries are. So just post whatever you want, be creative, and just don't be shy. Just go out there.
And also, everybody's got a story to tell. So tell your story to the world and stick to that story, because that is what makes you unique, and that's what makes you you.
So what's so special about Bakery Co? Because there's so many people that are baking out there. There's so many people that are putting out content, you know. What is it that keeps your customers and clientele coming back?
I would say the smile.
I would say the story that we've got to tell and the talent that we express. We don't hold ourselves back to just making a standard cake or a standard cup of coffee. We see how we can just elevate that standard and set a new standard for everybody else out there. And I feel that's what the people strive for.
And I think also it's because we are very present in the business, you know?
Yeah.
If you are sitting at one of our shops and you see, you know, here's me, my brother, and my mom just coming in and just, you know, saying hello to all the customers, chatting to old customers that have become friends. Just, you know, that whole atmosphere of us being there is, I think, what makes us special.
Yeah.
So in a way, you're saying that the type of signature that you put in your business.
Yes,
Exactly,
definitely, yeah.
Stand out.
Just to make it that extra special.
All right, that's great, man. That's great. I love how we build it. Yeah. So, is it important to follow your passion in business?
Yes, always.
Yes,
What would you say
100%.
around that?
Without a doubt.
I would say if you follow your passion and you can make a living out of it, it's the best of both worlds. Like we said, if you work a day, if you like your passion and you make it your career, you never work a day in your life. And who doesn't want to live out their passion? That's
Exactly,
just, it's a fire inside you that just burns constantly of more and more. So, yeah.
And if you enjoy what you do, and, you know, if you can just, you know, take as much constructive criticism and not just, you know, take everything personally, take as much criticism and just learn from, you know, all the different aspects, and just take that, use it as motivation, and just grow your business.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's great, man. So were there ever low times, you know, like was there ever a time whereby you cooked a horrible cake?
Yes.
For a customer? Tell me about that, the lows and the highs.
I would say one story that we can tell. I wouldn't say
So there's many.
we had a wedding the one weekend, and it was for 200 or 250 donuts, but it was different flavors. So it was lemon meringue donuts, blueberry cheesecake donuts,
Nutella filled.
It was just a wide variety of donuts. And I still remember we woke up early that morning of the wedding, because you can't serve a donut a day old. And we started production, started getting through all of the hundreds of donuts, and we called the venue to find out which entrance we should use when delivering. And the lady said, you can use the gate on your left-hand side next weekend when you deliver. And there we're sitting in the car with 200 plus donuts, not knowing what to do with them, and a wedding for next weekend. So we just decided to spoil the kids at the orphanage house, and we had to do everything again that next weekend. That wasn't very fun.
And I'll say it was my fault.
It was his fault, but yeah, that was kind of a low. But furthermore, I think we just, each situation we take and we just make it fun. You know, life's too short to sit and be negative about something. Just laugh about it and you carry on.
And also, when you got a business, don't think narrow-minded. Think, you know, just change your whole perspective, because yes, something can go wrong. This sugar bowl can fall over now, but it's your decision. Are you going to get angry about it, or are you just, you know, going to clean it up and just move on and just carry on?
Yeah.
So I think that also helps a lot. Your perspective.
Yeah.
During your high and your low times.
Yeah.
Great. So, how do you find balance between family, friends, relationships, and especially when you started, like when you opened your first franchise?
Well, definitely find balance with family. drag them in with you.
Yeah.
It's free labor, free help, and you can spend family time while serving customers and making coffee and
Yeah, I would just
all
say,
those things.
from my perspective, I would say that one, you have to finish your day. You must never. Yes, you can work long hours and so on, but there should be a time where you draw the line and say, now I'm going to spend time with my family. The orders or the customers can wait. I'll wake up tomorrow morning earlier. I want to spend time with my family at the moment, or go out with my girlfriend or boyfriend or wherever to go eat dinner. That's where it lies. Is you just need to make balance if you can't get it.
But if you're going to choose the baking industry, just know that you're not going to have a Friday or a Saturday.
Yeah.
Because that's when most people have birthday parties. So your
Exactly.
Friday and Saturday moves to a Monday and a Tuesday.
Yeah. And that's when all the pizza and pasta specials are.
Yeah. We figured it out.
So, wow, I like it. I like what you're saying about how you balance between family and business. So what would be advice, like, not advice, where do you really get your inspiration to do all of this? What really inspires you? Who is it that really inspires you to do it?
I would say a large portion in the beginning was definitely, through other international bakeries, seeing them on Instagram and Facebook and, seeing, wow, I want to be like them one day.
Exactly.
But now, I'm going to get all cheesy, but, seeing my brother every morning and knowing that, I can put a smile on his face and, work towards just growing the business together.
Yeah.
And, no more looking at those international people or those big brands, because what
Focus
you've got
on
is
your own.
special.
Yeah.
So I think plays a big role.
Yeah, I would also say that is our inspiration lies. We got our inspiration, we know our vision, and that is our inspiration, where we want to go further, and we just keep focusing on that to grow.
Yeah.
I like that. So here's one thing I'd like to know. Don't you get to like fight between yourselves when you work together? Partners do fight in business. Now that you're and you're in business.
I would say that we argue a lot,
Yes.
but fighting, we never fight really. We just argue about small
No
things.
first fights, but arguing. Yes.
Yeah, just arguing, but I mean, it's little things, and it's just within the next few minutes you just forget about it and you carry on. So.
Yeah, and I think some of the customers might have seen a little squabble behind the counter now and then, between my brother and I, but then that's what it's life,
it's human, yeah.
It's real. So
Yeah, we're not
just gonna go there, put on a fake smile, and
fake
pretend
smile,
everything's
yeah.
gonna be fine. If he doesn't make coffee properly, I'm gonna tell him, hey, you are not making coffee properly. Enough is enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, you get to teach each other lessons.
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we build each other up.
That's great, man. So, where do you really see yourself in the future?
I would say we see ourselves in the future with a few more shops, but we first want to concentrate on opening another shop in Limpopo to get the logistics behind it and make sure if you can have a shop in, let's say, Guyana or Thohoyandou to make that perfect, you can go anywhere in the world actually to have a shop and make that shop the
And
same.
just grow with the business, personally
Yeah.
grow and see how we can just better the business. If we have a shop further away, how are we gonna put that special touch that we have now in those other businesses, well, the other shops as well.
Yeah.
Great, man. So, we're moving.
Yeah.
So, what would be your advice to people, like in terms of them perfecting that craft? I see how you put out your brand,
Yeah.
professionalism and the quality of your service. So, how should a family young entrepreneurs, like, is it important to focus on the quality of your service?
Yes, definitely.
The uniqueness of your product.
Yes. Basically, just think what you would be happy with. If if you put yourself in your customer's shoes, would you want quality? What would you want to have?
Yeah, and I would say is that you should put yourselves in your customer's shoes, but you should really, when you start a business and marketing and all those things, you know how you want your brand to look. You know how, for example, if you were to walk down in a shop, you'd see your product on the shelf, how would it look? And I would say focus on that and really treat yourself about how you want your branding and your business to look and be.
Yeah. What he said.
So, Is it important to take breaks?
Yes, don't burn yourself out. That's
Never.
a hard lesson we've learned.
Yeah. Yeah, don't burn yourself out. And you know what? The business can carry on for a weekend when you're not there. So,
Yes.
you know, as much as you work hard, you must play hard as well. Take a weekend, go with family to a holiday resort or Joburg or wherever and just enjoy
relax.
that time, yeah.
And also that helps your business grow. As weird as that sounds, you but not being there, you put your trust in your employees, you know,
Exactly.
and make sure that you trust them that they will take, if something would go wrong, that they take the initiative to, you know, sort out the problem, how you would handle it as a business owner. And so that also helps you grow the business. So
Yeah, and I feel like if you allow them to learn your employees, then that in a way molds them into businessmen or women as well. Because then they see, but I've just completed this problem, here's a solution. And that starts developing into becoming a business person.
yeah.
I like it. So, what has been the highlight of your career?
I would say the highlight of our career, my highlights is, I feel that this is going to sound cheesy, but we've got to meet lots of famous people. We've been featured in nationwide magazines. We've been featured on nationwide TV three times. And just getting to know other famous people in a way, that they are real, and that somebody so great would be interested in what we do and all the events that we could have been a part of. I think that is what's really my highlights. And yeah.
Okay, I would say my highlight is definitely opening the shops.
Yeah.
Because we had the bakery, the factory, for about a year and a half. And then we thought, hey, why not open a shop?
Yeah.
You know, an outlet for all these amazing products that we make.
Yeah.
So I would definitely say, you know, our shop. And then about a year afterwards, we thought, hey, why not open a second shop, you know? Why have one when you can have two? So
Exactly, yeah.
I'd say definitely opening up the coffee shops.
Yeah, and the way we opened the shops was straight when we finished matric in November, and then that following year, March, we had our first grand opening of the very first shop. And we always said it's just crazy because always we say, we think of an idea of, hey, let's open a shop, and then when we open our eyes, we are opening up a shop. And yeah, it's just crazy.
So, crazy stuff. So tell me, how do you design a shop?
Designing a shop, Pinterest is very helpful. But also one important thing when designing a shop is you should know what you're looking for, what you
Yes.
want to, you know, have a clear view in mind of what the shop must look like,
Yeah.
the atmosphere that you want to create.
And will
is
it
a big-
complement your brand?
And yes, will it fit with your brand as well as your surroundings as
Yeah.
well?
What's the most strange situation you've been in?
I would definitely say there's this one time where we had a wedding consultation for a bride.
For a wedding cake.
For a wedding cake, yes. And it was the bride and her mother-in-law, and you know, together with the groom and the mother-in-law's husband. And I'm sitting there, they're tasting the cake, they say, oh, it's very nice, and you know, they're discussing the flavors. And then all of a sudden, the whole cake tasting just turns into a whole different direction, and the bride and the mother-in-law start fighting, not about the cake flavors or how the wedding cake should look, but about the whole wedding.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there and thinking, okay, I'm just here for the cake, you know. But they started fighting over the color scheme of the wedding, the venue, that they're not happy with the
flowers.
dresses, the flowers. And yes, arguing is one thing, but they were not physically fighting, but you could hear they are like angry with one another.
Shouting.
And you know, you don't know what to do in that situation, you know, do you like give them more cake, do you give them water or coffee? So I would definitely say that's the most strangest situation
Yeah.
I've been in.
And you can't like just stand up and go. You're there for the consultation. They booked you out for the afternoon. So yeah.
And the worst part is he wasn't even there, so I couldn't
Exactly.
even, you know, turn to him and say, hey brother, what should we do? I'm just alone there, and
Yeah,
no,
no,
that
to
was
be-
definitely.
If I was in that situation, I would. It seems rude, but I would just laugh too much. I would just
No,
laugh at
you can't laugh.
everything.
No, don't laugh, just write it out.
Great, man. Yeah, this is so funny. Yeah. So, did you go study for all of this?
Nope.
No, we didn't study for anything. We taught ourselves, believe it or not. When we found out what our passion was for baking, decorating, all these things, I would say in school, when we were still in school, we watched so many YouTube videos, hours and hours full of how people decorate cakes, how people manage shops, restaurants, those type of thing, and that really inspired us. And
just get as much advice as you can, basically.
Exactly, yeah. And for me, and advice to you is, when you've got a business, it's not difficult to run a business. It's, if you take all the factors, it's quite simple on running a business. So yeah.
No, I forgot what's the question.
So,
Sorry.
how do you establish trust with your customers?
I'll definitely say confidence is key, because people buy from people, and if you're gonna just stand there and not know what to say or be all shy, then you're gonna think, do I really trust this person?
Yeah.
Especially if you're gonna order a cake, or especially with wedding cakes being expensive. It's a lot of money that you just giving
for
someone
cake, yeah.
for a cake, and you have to have confidence to say, listen, this is what we're doing, so and so. Let me hear your ideas, brainstorm, and work on a final design. And just have confidence, basically.
Yeah, and to add to that, I would say is that have a personality, be friendly with your customers, because we have spoken so many times about it, is we feel most of our customers just turn into friends.
Yeah.
We don't speak about the customer's cake, we just speak about our friend's cake, basically.
Yeah, Linda's cake or Eva's cake or anything like that.
Yeah, and I have seen that when you present the cake, walking out with confidence, smiling before they even see the cake.
Smiles are important.
Yeah, smiling, looking at the cake and then presenting it to them gives a much wow reaction than just walking all depressed with the cake and just giving it to them. So yeah, confidence, and just build relationships with your customers so that they turn into friends.
Even on our cake order sheet for the week in our schedule, we don't write it down as the elephant baby shower cake. We write it down as Eva's baby shower cake, or John's christening cake, or things like that. So it also helps you in a way to be more personalized in the customers' lives.
Yeah, don't treat them as customers, treat them as family.
And family,
Yeah.
Nice, that's great, man. I like that. Treat them as family. Don't say the elephant, don't have cake.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because some customers are just numbers to other people.
Exactly, yeah.
Just an order number.
And it takes all the fun out of it, because you can know, Eva's ordering again, or
Exactly.
Amy's ordering another cake for baby Joshua's second birthday.
Yeah.
Which just makes it super awesome.
Yeah, it's cool, especially if you get a cake for the first birthday order, because then you will be there for the second, third, fourth, fifth, 10th, 21st birthday with them. And we've got lots of family members that order cakes like that for their children, and to be a part of somebody's first birthday is special, because it's the first birthday.
It's something rememberable.
Exactly, yeah.
So it literally feels great to be a part of someone who's experiencing an extra year, which is a very significant.
Exactly, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly like that, yeah.
That's great, man. So how do you give back to the community as a business?
We started, it was originally my idea, but with my brother we could do it and
Move forward with the idea.
And we started a cookie campaign where we make cookies at our factory.
Normal custard cookies that you get in the 5 liter and the 2 liter buckets.
Yeah.
The nice cookies. The tea time cookies.
And we don't really advertise this because we feel that it's not necessary to shout to the whole world if you are giving back to the community. Yeah. So what we do is we take workers with a low income and we tell them,
or unemployed people.
We say, listen, you buy this bucket of cookies from us at a cost price, just so that we can cover our costs, because that's what keeps the cookie campaign going. And then they go out into rural areas, taxi ranks, all those places, and resell those biscuits to gain a profit. And lots of people aren't very fortunate to have their own oven, their own mixers,
all the skills to be able to do it.
Exactly. So that's how we give back to our community. And yeah, and we're also very involved with the orphanage.
Yeah, this is the Samaritan House.
The Samaritan House, they know the card, they know us already, that we monthly we contribute, even if it's just a few cupcakes, we contribute towards them.
Just to be nice and kind.
Yeah,
And it makes your heart warm.
exactly. Yeah, it brings you back down to reality.
Yeah.
That's great, man. I like what you will make us very important, you know, when it comes to business.
Exactly, yeah.
And I like how you really express how you do it.
No, thanks.
You love people, what you
Yeah.
take for them, and everything.
And I mean, like my dad always taught us, you got to give money to get money. So, you know, doesn't matter if, because that, say now Linda buys a bucket of cookies for us at cost price, she's going to go and sell it. And, you know, her friend might say, hey, where are you getting these cookies? You know, maybe I can also, you know, start that and help my family as well through the difficult months by selling cookies. And then her friend comes and it's Linda and her friend. And yes, we're not making a profit, but we are creating, you know, a whole community that can help a little girl buy school shoes, help, you know, school uniforms, and even, you know, just something simple like putting food on their table every night.
That's great, man. I like it. And here's another one.
Yeah.
You opened an international shop, what do you call it, restaurant? You know?
Coffee shop.
Shop, yeah.
Opening internationally, not now, but definitely probably in the future.
Yeah, I would say it's not impossible.
No.
If we set our minds to it, I mean, who knows, maybe we can open up a shop in Europe or America soon. That would be very cool. I would go open the shop, they can stay here. And I would definitely be the first in line to travel.
As long as I get the dollars, then I'm fine.
Dollars and euros and pounds.
Exactly.
That's great.
Shoes are expensive.
Nice. Yeah. So, what's the best advice to start a business during this, you know, pandemic and COVID-19?
I would say best is to start a business in COVID is
Get your planning right.
get your planning
Think
right.
of what you want to do, what's the mission, vision, and objective for your business, you know? Where do you want to take the business to? What are your short-term and your long-term goals as well?
Yeah, and really see what business you want to start, what's your passion that you would like doing each day. And for business, you don't need millions or thousands to start a business. A few $100 can get you anywhere. And
start small. Don't
start small.
Don't go big, because, you know, the bigger you go, the harder it is if you fall, you know?
Exactly. A good example that I've seen of businesses that doesn't require much capital is t-shirt and branding businesses. There's a few companies in Stellenbosch who take normal t-shirts and they brand it so nicely with artwork on, and they resell that. And I mean, that's a easy business to start. You just design it online. When you get an order, you use that's the money that they use to purchase the t-shirt or whatever. Buy the t-shirt, do the printing, and deliver. And really
Keep it simple.
keep it simple. Yeah.
So, what else will you be doing if you didn't start your business?
Definitely studying with my friend in Stellenbosch and eating out permanently, sitting in restaurants and coffee shops. That's what I would do.
I would rather say that in terms of myself, I would like to go study. Maybe become a chef, private chefing, or even hotel management. That would be cool. But definitely to go study internationally. I would think that would be cool.
But so far, we enjoy the business a lot more.
Yeah,
than
that's
studying.
true. We don't have any student debt.
Yes.
That's great, man. So, don't your customers get confused because you're identical?
Yes.
All the time.
All the time.
All the
Yeah.
time. Especially, you know, because I'm a lot more at the shops than what he is.
Yeah.
Because normally he's, you know, busy, you know,
Making all the
decorating
birthday
cake
cakes,
and
all those things,
got his
yeah.
hands full of icing and all those things. So when I'm at the shop, and the customer would come to me and say, hi, I spoke to you on WhatsApp a few minutes ago. This is the cake, you know. Can we just discuss the design and the flavors and all those things? And you're standing there with not a cooking clue, knowing what's happening, and you're just like, sure, yes, let's go. What would you like to discuss about the cake? Meaning,
Yeah.
And then, you know, if they say, and if I look a bit lost, then I'll just say, okay, yes, yeah, you've probably spoken to my brother, but I'll just, inform him tonight when I get home after I've locked the shop and so on.
Yeah, definitely. And I would say that sometimes it's also strange. That's why I grew my hair longer than what he has, is so that there is a difference, because it's weird that if somebody talks to you and you don't know what they are talking about, and you feel like a crazy person.
But one thing I'm gonna add that's very cool is if his phone rings, then I can answer it and be like, hi, John, how are you?
Exactly, yeah.
And no one really knows the difference.
Yeah.
Because our voices sound similar.
So have you kept that away from your customers?
Yeah. I'm not sure if some of them know it, but no one has noticed.
Yeah.
So when I called you, some of you might have answered the phone.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the message is conveyed, so there's no.
Lost in translation.
Yes.
So since they get confused because identical, do you end up telling each other what happened during a call or when someone made calls and whatnot?
Yes, yeah. After I'd gotten a call, he would say, who was that? And I'd say, oh no, it was, Mosima for her cake. And she just said to change the colors, so and so. And then,
or she's going to collect it a day before or later, something like that.
That's great, man. Well, I really appreciate you for taking your time.
Oh, thanks.
It's a big pleasure.
Thanks for you.
Come to the interview and allow me to come and interview you.
Oh, thanks.
It's a big pleasure.
And tell me, how do people find you?
They can just contact us on social media, Facebook or Instagram. They can just type in Bakery Co, look for the green logo, and just send us a message or just WhatsApp us.
Yeah. And that's all. Come to the shop and say hi.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Coffee.
I tried my best to be there the whole time. Come and have coffee, come say hi, and just chat about the cake,
Yeah, and if you need advice, we are always open. Just come to the shop, ask for one of the twins.
Even if it's not cake advice, just business advice, or, we've got good coffee, and we like talking.
Lots of knowledge, we like talking a lot.
Just come to the shop, have coffee, and don't be shy.
Yeah, and make sure you're not in a rush, because we will talk a lot.
Yeah.
That's great. When young people start a business, is it important to start small, or should they really think up far, beyond their borders? From Limpopo to Gauteng?
Yeah. Well, it is good to have the bigger picture in mind when starting your own business, but rather first think small, think about, how you're going to execute the small little details first before you think big, but keep the bigger picture in mind, because that's something that you need to work towards.
Don't have too many things on your plate that you don't know where to take, where to hold, where to let go. Just focus on the small, but dream big, always.
Yes, and I mean that bigger picture that you have, it gives you motivation.
Yeah.
And just have fun while you're at it. I mean,
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us.
It's a big pleasure.
I really appreciate it.
Awesome.
You said, what are the 2 locations of your shops?
At Savannah Mall, if you're at entrance 4, or basically if you're on your way to Checkers, it's that shop in the middle of the floor.
With the green chairs and the green and everything. Everything
and
is
the
green.
good smell of coffee, that shop. And then our second shop is inside Greener Tidings, the coffee lounge.
Next to Mike's Kitchen. It's in between Mike's Kitchen and the garage.
Yes.
Inside the nursery. So it's a really nice atmosphere. You in between the plants, the pots.
The coffee.
It's so relaxed. It's amazing.
And just the atmosphere is just awesome.
Yeah.
And our friendly staff is always there to help you guys as well. So come say hi as well.
Yeah.
Come have coffee.
How is it handling staff in business?
I would say it's nice. You do get challenges.
Yes.
If one of them have a problem, for example, they can't find transport or so on, it's easy to just say, well, that's fine. It's fine if you come a little bit late. We'll just be there at the shop,
Yeah, and I think you put the business before your own needs. In terms of, say one of the employees is late, then you're not going to say, oh wow, now I don't need to come. Now I need to go open the shop, and now that's messing me around and all of those things. Just say, okay, well, there's a situation. How are we going to deal with that situation?
Exactly.
Don't focus on the problem. Focus on the solution.
Yeah, and also your staff we don't really talk about the staff. They also become like friends. They are just we always chat with them, and that's fun.
We're friendly. We're friends.
Friends, yeah.
Especially because we're so young, and most of our employees are older than us. So, it's weird, establishing that respect guideline of you have to respect your elders, but you also have to, respect your boss and your employees.
Yeah.
So we just make friends with them, and then it's fine.
Yeah, and it's nice.
Yeah.
Someone to talk to, someone they feel that they can give insights in the business. They can recommend ideas, throw ideas around, and that's what nice is about turning your staff into your friends.
Well, thank you so much for joining us again, and I really appreciate your time.
Awesome. It's a big pleasure.
I believe this is it, right?
Yes. Awesome.
Cool. Thanks a lot. Cheers.
Sure.